Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, I actually kind of want to talk about something different. So one of the things that was one of my favorite things to do, like as a kid, one of the more memorable parts of my gaming experience with Pokemon, is the lore. So the lore is huge. Like, I love the lore of the games. With Sword and Shield, we didn't really see a lot of story. Like, we still don't know who Eternatus is. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give us anything. And now they're dropping all these new legendaries on us, and, well, I guess like new legendaries and, you know, Galarian forms, whatever we're gonna call them. But today in specific, I wanted to talk about the two new Regis. So the Regi Pokemon are interesting because they kind of fill in a lot of gaps with the previously Regi trio, also or supposed to be known as the Titans. And I did so much research trying to find specific people or creatures, as I said, to try to pinpoint down where these Regis were inspired from. And the Regis, the new Regis at least, there's no dragon that looks nowhere close to freaking Regidragon. I don't even know what we're supposed to call it. Regidraco? Can we call it Regidraco? Or like Regiragon or something, I don't know. But yeah, there's no dragons whatsoever that actually fit anywhere close to the design of Regidragon. And also, the electricity one doesn't really make sense, considering the fact that Thomas Edison is from the United States. So yeah, so I like had no idea really like where to actually pinpoint these things. Yeah, I mean, like, I tried to find out what exactly, so I'm gonna assume that the things that are around Regielectric are like some sort of conductors or coils, which actually, hold on, where is, okay, well, that idea went out. So yeah, so as you can see, I've gotten nowhere with actual public figures to try to like nail down where these Pokemon would actually come from, until I started thinking about the time periods. So the time periods are kind of what makes this whole theory, you know, kind of become a little more sensible and allows you to kind of align things in a way. So the list of time periods, right? So if we think about the trio, okay, so let's think about the original trio. We have Regice, we have Regirock, and then we have Registeel. So both of those are key elemental factors throughout the time period of the world. So you have the Ice Age, which surrounds around Regice. Okay, you have the Stone Age, which revolves around Regirock. And then you have Registeel, which kind of leads into the Dark Ages, because the so, okay, hold on. Let's look through this real quick so it's a little easier to understand. So look, you have the last glacial period of the current Ice Age of 10,000 BCE, okay? So 10,000 BCE is when the last current Ice Age ended, okay? And the end of that continues to the present because we have not had another Ice Age. The second thing, okay, so as that's going, you have the Stone Age. The Stone Age went from 87, so it lasted 3.4 million years, but it ended at between 8700 BCE and the 2000 BCE was the advent of metalworking. So it ended because of metalworking, which brings in Registeel. So Registeel is leading us up to what we know as the Middle Ages or the Dark Ages, when the Middle Ages was kind of the whole, I want to say like medieval style of history, where all of these things came together as like folklore and all these, you know, crazy concepts of dragons and worms. And, you know, I don't know if any of you guys watch Witcher or, you know, Game of Thrones or anything like that, any of the mythical creatures that come out of that. You know, a lot of them tend to spawn from this period where mythology and suspicion, and everything was, so potent. And that's kind of where the Regi Dragon comes in. Because obviously the dragons didn't really become some sort of, they didn't have a reputation until this time period. So I thought that was really interesting. Now, from Regi Dragon, if we think about electricity, because there's no actual figure, I would say, excuse me if I'm wrong, I am from the US, so anybody who's watching this from the UK, don't hate me. So I'm sorry, but I don't know the history all too well, but because this is just kind of like a theory, I'm wanting to kind of make a discussion. So let me know if there is one, if there is a figure, down in the comment section below. But anyways, if we think about electricity, right? So electricity was, it's kind of fallen on a couple of people throughout history. We have Thomas Edison, we have Nikola Tesla, we have, Benjamin Franklin even. So like these people form around electricity, but none of them are actually from the UK. So when I thought about, electricity and kind of like the idea of what electricity does, it made me think of the Industrial Revolution. So the Industrial Revolution actually started in Britain. The Industrial Revolution, so it had there were a couple of different Industrial Revolutions. Obviously, you had the original, which was, formed in Britain, and then it kind of moved on. There were a couple other ones, like there was a second Industrial Revolution, the American Industrial Revolution, and the steam engine. But when we centralize the idea of the Industrial Revolution, it all leads back to Britain, which would make sense for the idea of the electric Regi, or Regivolt, Regtricity, whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know. Who knows? I thought all of this was really cool. I think that the idea of the Regis kind of fitting into different time frames. Now, I really don't know where Regigigas comes from. I mean, maybe he's like the Big Bang. I don't freaking know, dude. I really don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was open for discussion, considering we don't really know anything about, these two new Regis. And now that they've kind of come into play, I don't know, it's kind of starting to create this timeline. And yeah, I thought it was cool. Anyways, Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and please let me know what you think, where these Pokemon come from in the comment section down below. Also, we do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to come hang out, please come hang out. Let's talk about this new DLC pack, because I'm freaking hyped. As most of you guys know. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Okay.